Wait, I just realized I'm on the wrong game. Okay, so I sat down after taking care of the dog, feeding him, letting him go outside for 1 second. By the way, Cash is now in the bedroom here with me. He's hanging out on the stream. Unfortunately, he does not know how to vocalize into a mic. He does not know what the fuck this mic is. Like, the one few times I try to, like, point the mic at him so he can have his, like, yawn falsetto go into it. He thought it was not a mic, or he thought it was not a harmless, funny voice accelerator thing. and so, and so he ran. He thought it was gonna hurt him. And it's like, no, I got my hand on this. I'm not being hurt by pointing myself at it or massaging the mic pop filter because it was a little specky dusty. Like, sorry. Like, nah. But then it's like, we get down and we start the stream. It's like, okay, I got Peach Showtime on the Switch. Should be ready to go. Get down, say I'm about ready here in a second once I get some water. And then it's like, oh, I'm on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for myself. And I was trying to get some dragon scales and then also go to the fairy fountain to upgrade some clothes. Well, I guess I better finish this right away so we don't have to worry about that. Speaking of, if we do want to do something miscellaneous or just doofing around somewhere after we finish Peach Showtime, if we have enough time for it, I'm down for Tears of the Kingdom, but let's just see how we're all feeling, what I'm feeling like, what you guys would be chill to watch, because, like, especially if, like, I'm already background noise or background, like, yapping to keep you cozy while you're doing whatever, or especially if you're actually, like, have your poor eyes glued to my stream. We'll just see how we're feeling. Wait. Wrong user. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. No, because, like, for the stream, I'm using the file from Big. And like I said, as soon as we take care of this 5th floor and the final boss, I'll show you guys some of the post-game content you can do after beating the game. I think as much as I wanted to go through the whole boss gauntlet and whatnot and this hide-and-seek feats thing and get all the power gems and whatnot, I feel like especially getting 100% is going to take a while, so I'll just give you guys a tour of the little trinkets and thingamajigs you can get after beating the game, and we'll be happy with that, okay? Because as much as I love this game, and I'm sure as much as you guys enjoyed looking at this, or I hope you guys like this so far, especially when it's very sweet and short but sweet, I guess is the word. If you want to pick this up and you're comfy with it being like $60 unless you use a game voucher or like get a gift card or whatever, like I would definitely recommend this. But as much as like I'm sure like most people like here seem to find this game pretty cool, or at least they're like, yeah, I mean, as long as the streamer's enjoying it, it's all right. And I mean, like, hey, no hard feelings, especially if you're not going to make it anybody else's problem, but not feel sorry that you feel that way too. That's okay. That's okay. So, hello everybody, this is Magic Maddie here. Welcome to what is going to be the final stream for Princess Peach Showtime. Basically, our agenda for today is to finish up this 5th floor. We've gotten pretty much everything from the previous floors that we could get. All sparkle gems, all ribbons for Peach and or Stella, and only 4 sparklers to rescue in the basement. But there's 4 second episodes for those remaining sparklers up here. So, yeah, like I said, as soon as we take care of this and the final boss, because it's pretty much like, once you're done with these and the 4 sparklers that correspond to each of these rooms up here, once you're done with those, like, basically, it's just like, you can zoom right on into the final boss. I think we might also have to take care of the rehearsal stage if it's going to show up before the final boss too. Or if it doesn't, you know, groovy. Not gonna lie, that is great. Again, like, really, I love this game. The only ones I don't like are the rehearsal levels. 1 through 3 was alright. 4 with Kung Fu was okay, a little bitchy. Actually, both Thief and Kung Fu were kind of bitchy, but once we got them, we got them. And, like, I'm gonna try not to jinx it. Hopefully I'll be completely caught off guard, especially since I've beaten it once before. But I'm anticipating that if we gotta go through with it, the 5th and final one is gonna be where it cements why they're the only levels in this game I do not like. So, be prepared in advance. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. But like I said, the Mighty mission, the Mighty, levels by themselves, Mighty Peach by herself is pretty fun. It's just, again, the rehearsal level is the only issue. Like, her rehearsal level is the only Mighty level that I avidly dislike. Like I said, hopefully because I've beaten it once, maybe it won't be so bad, but yeah.
Oh, Cushy, what you barking for?
He's over here barking, thinking he's being quiet about it.
It's okay, baby. What are you doing, silly? Look! I'm playing as a cool red princess in robot gears. Woo-woo! Looky, Cushy! Looky here.
The abducted are scientists! They must be planning to use our research for evil purposes. We've got to rescue them!
Okay.
Damn. I mean, like, as cliche as mad scientists using their plans to take over the world might seem, like, I don't know, kind of a bummer when the dumb evils have to kidnap cool scientists. That way, instead of finding research and cures for certain diseases, nah, big bad evil stupid heads have to kidnap them and use their abundant knowledge for no-nos or oh-nos. That being said, although we won't do all the post-game content, I will be sure to try and retry any levels where we miss Sparkle Gems. Like in this level, if I miss any ribbons or Sparkle Gems, I'll go back and get them, for sure. Up if you watch out! Yeah! Okay, so really I can only use A in this case. No! Fuck! I'm pretty sure I already missed a gem from that. Damn it! One level in, I've already missed a gem. God damn it. Okay. It's okay. To be fair, we were just beginning this level, so, like, it's not that severe of a loss if I restart right now. Now, later on, if, like, we're almost halfway, if we're halfway or just barely done with the level and I miss a Sparkle Gem, in that case, yeah, too bad, so sad. We're just gonna replay it and take what we got this time. But we're taking what we got this time, and then we for sure gotta come back to the very end of that level for the one thing I missed. Like I said, though, aside from that, the rehearsals and, like, lack of checkpoints for those gems or hide-and-seek thieves post-game that you might miss, like, aside from all those, really, this game is a treat. This game is really sweet. Definitely more of an experience than, like, a crazy complex game. Like, more of a visual spectacle than a complex game. But, like, still, there's, like, the elements of a game to it, so I can't say it's, oh, so all blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, it's still a good time. It's a great time. And, like, just because I'm struggling with some of the game secrets or, like, collectibles does not mean this game is obscenely difficult to 100%. Some people might find it easier, and I'm just the one having issues with it. Other people will have zero issue with it, or hey, there is that challenge in getting all the collectibles. That's your challenge as opposed to not having a challenge period in this game. So yeah, I don't know. Your mileage may vary, but I think, hey, it's a fair trade-off. Collectibles are a little picky, but that's just because everything else is definitely a visual spectacle and cakewalk by comparison. No! Fuck! Oh, shut up! No, man! Come on! Okay, well, at least we got the ribbon. We're gonna have to go back for that first gem. Oh, frick. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah! Mario 64 kit has got nothing on Mighty Peach Metal Alien. everyone talked about how hard it was to get the hardcore Rosette fan trophy in Golden, and meanwhile, got on my first run. I mean, I guess the only reason I could see why people might have trouble with it is, like, if, like, they gotta, like, use certain skills with all the different characters, be constantly swapping out and whatnot. Like, I mean, I guess I could get that. But whereas with Persona 5, the vanilla one anyways, whereas that was not an issue there, let alone when you didn't have a trophy for that in Royal, Persona 4 Golden, it's like, if your characters aren't in your party, they don't even get like some backup fraction of the experience your actual active party members do. It's like, if they're not on the team, they're not leveling up in any capacity. It sure is! Oh my god, she's Panther, but in space! And no kitty aesthetics. But other than that, hey! I mean, I guess if we had to make this, like, just like Persona 5, I would say Peach would be at most more of a three-way between An, Haru, and Kasumi. Or Yoshizawa, I guess I'll say. Tomato, tomato, you know? Or Sumi, as I nickname her, regardless. But either way, yeah. But like with Persona 4 Golden, especially since I did want to have everybody in my party level, regardless of my favorites, I was constantly swapping out all the different characters. So, like, if I were playing on Steam or PS4 as opposed to my Switch, like, I don't think I'd have much of an issue, if any at all. Like, maybe, like, I'd miss a few at worst, but other than that, because it's like, I want to make sure that all my party members are leveled up well, not just my favorites. So, I mean, that, for me, I was cleared at that point, but I don't know. Valdemar is going to bed. Hope you have an awesome stream, and please watch One Piece. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll watch a live-action or multi-test the anime with some other anime. It's long. Sue me. Sorry, it's the Sesame Street of anime, where it's like, I mean, it's good, but it's just so long. I'll think about it. Have a good night, Valdemar, and sweet dreams. Nope. Screw off. Screw off. And Hebushki. Wait, we're not done? Okay. Let me see what I can do. Oh. Oh. Treat it like it's endless amount of entertainment. Fine. Fine. Now go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. It's probably a school night for everybody. Lucky for me, I don't have school and I just completed some partial college or university. I don't know, because it's like, I mean, I technically went to university, but like, college can be interchangeable with university, right? It's just like different buildings or structures or whatnot. But other than that, college, university, unless you're talking about specific institutions, it's kind of tomato, if you ask me. You know? No, 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 no! Go away! Go away! Stupid thumbs. Nope! Go away! Shoot! Like, the fight with the killer started, and as soon as Rize spoke, boom, there was the trophy. Yeah, I mean, again, I played on Switch, so I really couldn't say either way, but I'm pretty sure, like, if I didn't get the trophy at that point, I probably would have by, like, the final boss dungeon, maybe. Or, like, again, if I beat it without getting the trophy, I'd only have gotten, like, all but a handful of them. Again, it might have been easy for me, hypothetically, because I don't care if in the end Yukiko, Kanji, and Naoto are my favorites, and then Rize by default was always going to be level with me. So yeah, a lot to keep the party's levels. Yeah, no, exactly, that's my thing. It's like, except for the final boss, I kind of want all of the party members to have pretty equal footing and level. So for me, it's like, yeah, it was like, if only because of that, hardcore Rosette fan was gonna come easy. I can see why if other people had their favorites and could absolutely break them to hell and back to absolutely demolish the final boss even. Like, I could see why they might otherwise have an issue with Reset Fan. But, like, if you're trying to keep everybody equal, then it's definitely not a Sisyphean task. Like, again, like I said, if you just want to stick to 3 members and have them broken by the end of the final boss, and that's why you don't switch out your party members, I can see why hardcore Rosette fan is not going to be easy. But, yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I had my 3 for the final boss I wanted, but I still wanted to keep everybody else, like, you know, on par, even if they weren't going to do anything else after the fact. Oh. Hey. This lines count towards the total. Yeah, essentially. I don't even remember what my trophy list looked like for Persona 5 or the vanilla one. I don't even know if they have similar trophies to vanilla for Persona 5 Royal on Steam, because on PS4, the Royal trophies were an absolute cakewalk. Not in a bad sense, it's just like, once I got them, I wasn't too surprised. The only one I was behind on was the one for the Shibuya Station Square lottery. And even then, that was just because I did not realize the lottery was a thing I can get to from there that easily until, like, the last possible time frame in 3rd semester. But I got it, and I got lucky, and bada bing, bada boom. And then just like that, I platinumed the entire game in one go once I'm done with that. I'm pretty sure, like, vanilla, its trophies were a little more demanding. Not terribly so, but yeah. Who did I romance in for? Take a guess. Okay, so I gotta go back for one Sparkle Gem in Mighty. It was literally just the very first one where I gotta save all the scientists and not let all the ships, you know, stay afloat. All the ships have to stay afloat. That's literally the only issue I still have. Everything else is fine. But yeah. If we can... There we go. Come on. Let me double check a few things here. Because I don't think, as far as I know, I've played both my files here, both my own and Big, without ever being able to, like, jump out of the level as soon as I get a Sparkle Gem. I always ran on the assumption that, like, if I get something I missed in my first playthrough of a level, I gotta go through the whole level. If I get something but then pause and leave, it's not gonna count. I apologize if actually no, that is not the case, and actually, as long as I don't just restart the level, I can grab the thing, quit the level, and just have it in my collectible inventory already. But as far as I know, that's not the case. It really is just like, you gotta beat the whole thing in one go, even if the only collectible you missed was, like, right at the start, in this case. I swear to God, though, if it really is the latter where it's like, get the thing and then don't restart the level, but just quit after you get the last item you missed, I'm gonna be so upset at myself. Again, maybe not the game's fault, but definitely, like, really? I could have known that, you know? Like, call me crazy, but I don't think it was that easy to realize. You know, because, like, even 3D World, Mario 3D World asks you to, like, complete the whole, every level that second or third time through if you miss a collectible the first time. Again, as far as I know, anyways. Yeah! Okay. Whole squad is safe! Okay, let's get out of here. We're going home, baby. Alright, I need to stop letting myself get whacked so much, because it's gonna bite me if I don't watch it here. Yep. Here we go. So long, Gay Metallic ET. Yeah, so long, Gay Metallic ET. I'm honestly sad they removed that line from the original Mario 64 for 3D All-Stars. I don't even know if that's the reason why, or if they just, I don't know, if, like, did, like, the mishearing, quote-unquote, become that popular that they just needed to take it out because, like, either one, it's harmless, and that should not, totally affect the original line's like entire perception. Two, I mean, like, I'm fine with 3D All Stars. It's the only way right now I can play Sunshine and Galaxy on Switch, if ever at all otherwise. But yeah, like, despite that, it's definitely a very bare bones package. Again, I mean, it's fine. 3D All Stars, in my opinion, is fine. It does the job, but it's like, it just does its job, and then once it's done doing its job, it kind of calls it there. By that point, it's like, whatever, all's well that ends well. At this point, even if, like, you could add in, like, art book stuff, I would say Galaxy 2, and honestly, okay, because here's the thing. I grew up, when it comes to Mario 64, I grew up with the DS version as opposed to the original version. And I do agree that the controls for DS, while you can and should be able to adjust to them a lot more easily than other people make it out to be, because they're not that obscenely unpleasant. Like, I do agree that they're a lot clunkier and clumsier than the original 64 controls, where those are, like, super smooth and nice to play. Fuck! Like, I do think those feel a lot better to control. But even so, I do think that, for one, I don't think the DS's controls are, like, that obscenely difficult to adjust to. I feel like as long as you're able to, get a decent handling on them and practice adjusting to them, warts and all. Again, original 64 control scheme might still be better, but yeah. Oh yeah, Nella was finally real. Exactly. So in my opinion, it's like, even though the controls are still worse than in the original, like, they're not that terrible. Everybody makes the DS version out to be, well, not everybody, but like, some make it out to be that the controls for DS are like borderline unplayable and atrocious, and nothing can redeem them, or like there's no like little quirks or things to get used to in order to make the DS scheme work. But it's like, no, like, again, it's flawed. Don't get me twisted on that either. The DS controls are flawed for Mario 64, but they're not that ungodly, unruly, or like boorish, whatever the word might be. Like, they're not so obscenely clunky that they might as well control for 64, like the CDI remote control thing controls for any of the CDI games even, and of course any other game ever, Like, it's not that bad. But I say that because it's like, honestly, while I'm glad we got the original 64, I can't help wishing we also got the DS one as just like an additional way to play the game, nothing else to it. I mean, they didn't do much else with 64, or Galaxy, and Sunshine at least got an extra widescreen thingamajig, I think. Like, other than that, like, the other two especially, just, there was not much done to it to make it seem like very different. I mean, to make it like very like super wieldly to the Switch versus their original console's counterparts, but yeah, it would be that, and then Galaxy 2. I'm surprised did not make it to 3D All Stars. Like, I guess, I don't know. At first it was like, I was thinking, oh, did they assume that because it's 3D All Stars they can't have more than 3 games? But it's like, I mean, like, no, that's ridiculous. Like, I mean, sure, Super Mario All Stars was just All Stars as opposed to 2D All Stars, but it's not just because they didn't fathom 3D Mario games coming out in the future, but like, just because, like, regardless of whether or not there'd be 3D Mario later, All Stars can have more than 3 games. Like, sure, there's only 3 of them that are numbered, because you either got Mario Lost Levels or Mario 2 and then Mario USA. Or no, either it's in the West, it's Mario Lost Levels and then Mario 2. In Japan, it's Mario 2 and then Mario USA. Our Mario 2 was Doki Doki Panic there, so Mario USA is basically very well known there as a kind of a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. So it's like, you got 3 actually numbered Mario games in the original 2D pack, but that doesn't mean they kicked out whichever version didn't come to either country as Mario 2. Like for Japan, Mario USA was still in there. For us, Mario Lost Levels was still in there, just kind of treated as Mario 1.5. Except not nearly as fun because apparently it's like an absolute pain in the ass to even just play without worrying about like completion standards, especially when we don't have many collectibles to track. I don't know how you 100% Mario, aside from just getting all the items or secrets or whatever. I don't know how you do that in Mario 1. But yeah. So, like, I don't know, did they give a reason for why Galaxy 2 did not come to Switch? Because I'm going to assume, as much as I hate to say it, that they got the original 64.
Showtime.
64 DS is not needed. And I mean, it's like, I still think that was kind of a bummer, but alright. But I don't know why they would discount Galaxy 2. I feel like there's absolutely zero reason to exclude that. But again, like, I still think 3D All-Stars did the job okay. It's just that for doing the job, they really just stopped at that, which is disappointing considering that, like, even so, Nintendo can make fantastic works of art for video games, or even just compilations of old games, you know? They can do fantastic work with those when they want to, you know? To be honest. But, I don't know.
What do I know? In truth, nothing.
Okay, this is gonna be a little... Okay, I think I found Ribbon Boy. Ribbon Dude.
You! Hum. Dwee. Hum.
Flounder! Thank you. I mean, honestly, that really does kind of look like Flounder. Albeit, like, less of a dork, less dorky looking. And I don't mean that in necessarily a bad way for Flounder from The Little Mermaid. I mean, he wasn't my favorite character by any means, but he was cute. I'm just saying, like, he just doesn't look... This one doesn't look as goofy or derpy as the original Flounder. Damn, these are... Talk about poor unfortunate souls in pain and in need. Skill issue. Oh.
Yes!
Ah! I love how when Peach sings as a mermaid, she has that very stereotypical soprano-sounding voice. There was probably somebody they brought in to actually do it, or at least like they produced the soprano voice through like a keyboard or synthesizer or whatever. But still, it's nice. It's just like very much the typical soprano voice you'd hear. Good soprano, but still, I mean, like, take me to a showing of, I don't know, whatever operas are really going right now. Carmen, maybe, or whatever, maybe one I really don't know about. And, like, I wouldn't be surprised if any or all of the cast sounds something like this. Okay.
What a voice!
I mean, no, I mean, like, genuinely, jokes aside, I agree. It's just definitely a opera soprano, or again, like maybe they produced it via like a keyboard or synthesizer, like just changed it to like the choir or like female solo voice option, and that was that. I don't know. Again, just a funny little thing. Not much else to it. I just think it's kind of cute. Jesus criminy, we gotta get going. Oh, crud. Ooh, that was bad. Okay. Alright, here we go. Back to normal. At least my progress from that last side-scroller is good. It doesn't hurt. Didn't even break a sweat. Or at least I didn't break a sweat this time. Now, last time, yeah, that was a close one. I'm not surprised I still died regardless. Died, quote unquote. Not dead unless I'm short of 10 coins when I respawn. That's when I'm dead. missing any gems, or am I going bonkers again? Just getting way overworked about those. Alright, does it bug anybody else that Satanao doesn't use the gun firing animation for Sinful Shell and Reload? Oh, Makoto's... Oh, when Makoto has it, it's like the DLC. I don't know. Personally, I'm not too picky about it, because, I mean, I guess to be fair, I really didn't care too much. If it's not exact... I mean, I guess, like, while I was impressed by how they, like, reference the games, or, like, the game's climaxes through, Izanagi no Okabi and, Messiah no Pikuro, I'm pretty sure. Or just Messiah in Royal, I am not going to be too shocked if they don't do the same for Reload with Joker's or Narukami's personas. I mean, it'd still definitely be a bummer since they could do it for Royal. Why not Reload, in my opinion? But, you know, can't win them all. For a second, I forgot that, oh yeah, Makoto got Satanael amongst other personas for Persona DL as like bonus Persona DLC or bonus compendium entry. Fuck a tomato. But I forgot that for a second because literally just minutes after I had gone live, Atlas made their announcement, brought in some extra footage for Reload or episode Aegis, which still looks great. But all they had to show for episode Aegis this time is that Joker is getting a boss battle. You can have a boss battle with Joker. Very akin to how Narukami and Makoto, or I guess you and Makoto, or Narukami and Yuki, very akin to how they showed up in Royal, except now it's apparently just Joker, which, again, as somebody whose favorite game in the series is still 5, like, I'm not gonna lie, that's still definitely a bummer. Again, not a deal breaker, but still just like definitely a bummer. Can't get all of them in there. Like if we gotta go get another game without anything from like Tatsuya, Naoya, or Maya, I mean like that still sucks too, but you know what? Fine. No. What in the world are we doing? Yay, the band's all here, baby. But yeah, so it's like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the boss battle looks fucking sick already from what we just seen so far. But I gotta admit, like, damn, Jeff Keighley really gassed them up as, like, having something, like, genuinely jaw-dropping besides that. And, like, don't get me wrong, that's cool. I'm glad Atlas showed up, even if it was just with that. But it's like, I'm not gonna lie, like, really? Jeff Keighley? Like, again, I'm glad Atlas showed up. What they showed up was fine. What they showed was great. Even if short and not much, it was cool. But Jeff Keighley specifically, I'm sorry, he made it sound like they were gonna show, like, a fuck ton more footage. Like, again, would they have shown at Gamescom here with just extra pieces of the gameplay for episode Aegis, and then the Joker boss battle is good. It's just, I can't help but roll my eyes at him specifically, at how he made it sound like they had, like, ton more than that. Like, again, if they showed up like that, and they did, that's fine. He made it sound like they had way more than that, however. And again, that's not Atlas's fault. It's just like one of those things where Jeff really gassed this up as something way more mind-blowing than an extra bit of cool fan service, a few extra bits of new gameplay, but nothing absolutely bonkers aside from Joker boss battle. And again, it was only less than a minute of footage. Only one thing was pretty cool, but again, maybe not like too shocking or jaw-dropping, just pretty awesome in itself. You know, just get Narukami if we can, but even otherwise, like, even so, like, I think Joker by himself is still fine and cool. But, yeah, no. I admit, I do wish the best for Jeff Keighley. I'm not saying that, like, oh god, I need him banished from the public gaming industry lifestyles for good. Like, no, I am not saying that. And anybody who says that, unless they have concrete evidence that he's doing way more harm than I even think, like, unless they have more concrete evidence than I do that he's actually way more harmful than just kind of obnoxious and a little toxic, like, I would say back off. Like, again, I don't think he's that bad, but it's just that it definitely always comes off as either very disingenuous or just like downright kind of a poser. It's like he wants to, like, the Game Awards are supposed to be a celebration of the gaming industry and that year and then and now. But even so, it's like, as much as I love the announcements that can occur at the Game Awards, I'm sorry. They are given way too much priority versus the awards themselves. Like, again, I love when they have announcements at the show, but after a while, if the announcements, and even one from fucking Kojima, as cool as he is, like, if all that is gonna take up so much time just to just to shovel off the actual awards themselves, I'm just gonna say it. If that means, if giving the awards more time means cutting out the announcements entirely, I'm just gonna say it. I'd rather they fucking cut it then. Ideally, I'd rather that it's just more so like there's an actual balance. Like, the awards are given priority, but they still have some cool announcements that prioritize quality and, like, you know, general excitement and touching every part of the the gaming industry and its players and consumers. I'd rather they just have a well-rounded, but still short, again, quality over quantity kind of, like, barrage of announcements for the awards, instead of, like, a bajillion of them going a mile a minute, never giving time for the award winners or even like callers or like special guests or hosts for that one award or two. Like, I'd rather they focus on quality over quantity with the announcements, so that way the awards themselves are actually very, you know, they have time for their speeches. Like, I know the actor for Kratos in the modern God of War games, I know that he himself is, like, very lovingly self-aware about it. Like, he has long speeches, like, he can go on for, like, minutes on end, and as impactful as it can be, it's still definitely quite a lot. Yeah. It's like, that's the one ongoing joke related to the awards that I kind of like. But it's like, aside from him, a lot of people can have just as profound speeches without taking up so much time. I'm glad that they didn't treat him like shit for that, and, like, instead it's an ongoing joke between everybody in that regard. But still, like, why can't people with just as profound speeches but will take up way shorter time and are actually dedicated to these awards that they're giving out to celebrate the fucking game industry that year, as well as, you know, looking back and looking forward? You know, it's like, I don't know. Again, I'm trying to get my thoughts together, because I think I'm, like, trying to focus on one point and then kind of lose track. But never make Persona 2 Shinjiro's reload VA. I agree. That him and Tatsuya would be a pretty good pairing. I agree. But as I was saying, no, because it's like, again, like, you can willingly not only give him 5 minutes, but also make a joke about how he's taken a while, and that's awesome. But when the actual actor for a popular character from Baldur's Gate 3, when Eiji Aonuma from the maker of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, having won their award for that game, is told to wrap it up despite having to go back and forth between himself and his, like, translator for English, it's ridiculous. Like, when they're told to wrap it up, it's fucking ridiculous. And then they give Kojima, like, 10, 15 minutes to show what are really cool collabs with Jordan Peele. Like, that game looks really cool. But aside from a vague trailer, I'm gonna be honest, there wasn't a crazy amount left. What they had was cool. Again, it's kind of like with Persona 3's episode, I guess, here at GamesCon. It's like, It's like they don't have much to show, but what is there is really cool. So, like, don't gas it up as something that is going to take quite a little bit to get through because there's so much to unpack from what this studio or these game developers have brought this time around or this year, you know? But yeah, so then it's like, I don't know. Basically, my point is, because I feel like I'm getting a little too, like, trying to untangle my points, and it's like, no, I'm getting kind of rambly with one or the other, or several at a time. But it's like, I was just, like, Pig Dude and me watched live the Game Awards last year, which is where, like, it was officially, for us at that point, like, wow, these kind of suck now. Where like, it really came to a head. Like, we were ready to sit down for however long the Game Awards would take from then on a Discord call, ready to go through them. But after, like, the second or third time, I'm pretty sure around, like, the time they had Tears of the Kingdom, Aonuma up for an award. I believe one of the best adventure games of the year. And then, like, immediately shoved them out so fast to get Kojima in there. We were both pretty pissed off, but, like, you know, just, like, not flipping out in chat or being upset or screaming and crying over the VC. But it was still, like, we were just, like, quietly upset, then kind of repeating ourselves, or me especially. But still, both of us were just kind of feeling like, this is lame. This is lame. I'm sorry, like, this is a fucking lame award show this year. Like, oh my god. There is something comically funny about Baldur's Gate 3 winning Game of the Year while Hogwarts Legacy got 0 nominations. Yeah, I will say that was based. That was awesome as hell. Even if Hogwarts Legacy still got a place as some music to be included at the... Jeff Keighley hosted it earlier last year. Some orchestra to celebrate music in gaming, or at least music in the 2000s, 2010s-ish. I don't know. Either way, it was supposed to celebrate video game music overall to, like, some extent, but they basically did not. They did not bring any actual video game music that is iconic. Like, no Mario, no Capcom. I mean, honestly, if Atlas and Persona and Megaten are too niche, I understand, but, like, there was barely any Sega, if any at all. No Nintendo, no Capcom, just no, like, genuinely iconic music from most video game franchises out there. A lot of them were from licensed video games where it's like, I get the hype for Spider-Man on the PS4 and its extended expansion, and then Spider-Man 2 on PS5 is apparently goated. That doesn't mean its music should be there in place of, like, I don't know. Honestly, even, like, Pizza Tower might have been, like, only recently an indie hit that year. Like, it was just brand spanking new of an indie hit. But I'd rather have Pizza Tower in there than fucking Star Wars or Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, it's like, oh my god. Again, as much as I would also nominate Atlas, Megaten, Persona, obviously, maybe even Catherine would make for some fantastic jazz or classical music scores. Like, if they're too niche, you know what? Fine. Like, we can exclude them and just leave it to either maybe Sonic, maybe, at most. But, like... they didn't even do Sonic. No Mario, no anything from Capcom. Nada. Zip. It was just licensed music or music from very modern games that, while good, just... I don't know, just, it felt really insulting to have, like, genuinely good modern video game music there in place of, like, you know, some of the more classic pieces. Like, having some Alan Wake 2 music, for example, like a modern video game with good music, right there with, like, some Sonic pieces, Zelda pieces, Undertale even. I mean, I don't know, I thought they might have put in, like, maybe something from Undertale, but I don't even know at this rate. It was that dumb or underwhelming. But yeah, it's like they just don't really have any actual video game music at that orchestra. And so I think, in my opinion, between that and how insultingly underwhelming the announcements and especially the awards were for the Game Awards, last year's Game Awards were miserable. So Pig Dude and I, like, we were set to go that whole night watching the entire stream, but like by the time they had shuffled off Aonuma and Tears of the Kingdom, like 30 seconds without him getting an actual proper speech to put in Kojima, which was cool, until like he got 15-20 minutes worth of time on the stage just to show what was cool but could have been done and over with in only like 5 minutes maybe, like, was just ridiculous. And by that point it was like, you know what, Pig Dude, this award show sucks. And he's like, no, yeah, what is this? And so we were all kind of like, do you want to watch this anymore? No. Okay, I'm sorry, me neither. And then we just quit watching the Game Awards halfway through. We were gonna be fucking miserable otherwise. And like, I went for a walk. He was chilling, I'm pretty sure, in the college dorms, or unless he was visiting family at the time, I don't know. But it's like we just went to do our own thing, maybe hoping that, hey, once we got offline from being bored, the Game Awards might get better. They never did. They pretty much stagnated the whole rest of the way through. So that was definitely unfortunate. And again, all of this is not to put down Jeff Keighley. I'm hoping that, like, gassing things up that are cool but very, very short. Like, aside from that, I hope Gamescom as well. And I do hope he learns to improve his craft at hyping things up, but not overstating how welcome and exciting some things might be. Like, aside from that, I wish him well, and I hope he improves as a master of ceremonies for video game related events. Because, like, while he definitely has, like, a lot of credit to his name in the gaming industry, he has really fallen off actually representing them well and in a well-rounded manner recently, and it's upsetting. Because it's like, I mean, even though he made it out to be like a super long presentation from Atlas, like, nah, they were short to the point, but still hype all the same. Like, I mean, hey, even if it's just Joker as a challenge boss in the answer, Joker's a boss challenge is still fucking sick in itself. Also, hello there, Missy. Good to see you. Hi. After this, we might want to change screens again. Okay, so we've done Rosalina here, so maybe after the break, we can do either Ryuji or On. Either On is default or Ryuji to kind of mix it up. We'll see. Come on. Yeah! Whee! But yeah, no, it's like, again, even though they were super short, like, what they had this year was really cool. So I'm glad they showed us the answer, those last few tidbits of the answer. I'm not sure what else they showcase otherwise. Would they have, like, I don't know, is Joker the only one? Or would they have, like, Narukami, the other Phantom Thieves, or somebody, Investigation Team, Labyrinth? I'm trying to think here, but I honestly don't know what else they could show, or who else they could have for a challenge boss. If anybody else, you know? God damn it, I missed the gem! Frick! Whee! Oh, okay. Doi. They just released a short thing showing it. Yeah, no, I saw that. That was really cool. That was really freaking cool. That was awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure if Joker's the only one, or if they're gonna have to, like, I don't know, like, sneak in the other ones before the answer shows up, but, like, just Joker by himself is really cool. Like, you know, we were talking about Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards. I'm sure, or I'm hoping Gamescom, he's starting to learn to, like, you know, like, trying to better learn how to balance, setting expectations for lengths of trailers or showings, quality and whatnot, like how to better hype them up without making them out to be like each 20 minutes worth of content from any and every developer at the show, because that's his issue with a lot of shit. And like, really no, because like with Atlas in this case, like they got a really cool thing, like again, the answer, some extra footage that we can kind of get the gist of, and a Joker boss challenge. That's awesome. But it only took 30 seconds, not even to show that. Which again, not a bad thing. They came in, they had a short but sweet little tidbit of footage, some stuff we've probably already seen, to be honest, but still cool. Joker boss challenge, let's go. But still, it only took 30 seconds. That's all the time they needed. And Jeff Keighley made it out to be like this super exciting thing that was gonna take like 5 minutes or something. And that's definitely not the most egregious example. And no, I'm not saying Misty that he's terrible. Not at all. I do hope he's able to improve at his craft as being a master of ceremonies and one of several figureheads in the gaming industry. But he definitely needs to like certainly take in some feedback and learn how to improve, because again, not terrible, and I like to think he still has quite a lot of heart. It's just that the Game Awards, for example, and Summer Games Fest even felt like very shallow, presentations with a lot of hype at the beginning, and then some of that substance in the main show, but not as much as he had it cracked up to be during discussions beforehand.
Thank you so much.
Because again, it could be as simple as some of these people having a lot of cool stuff to show, but it's not like so much worth 5 minutes of presentation and whatnot. It's like a lot of cool stuff that is explained in a 30-second trailer, 1 minute even, no other interviews. And that's again, it's obnoxious, but it's somehow, unfortunately, not even the most egregious example that people can point to. Again, he seems like a nice guy, and given his credit before, it seems like he still has his heart in the right place, more or less. He just could definitely really, really improve, because it feels like some of that charm he has presented from himself and what he can do has definitely been lost over the years. Because really, the announcements during Game Awards even is fine, but for how obnoxiously they've overwhelmed and seeped into the rest of the Game Awards to be a constant thing, so that the awards themselves are kind of overshadowed and stuffed away. It's for how frequent and how much they consume the Game Awards. Even those announcements themselves seem to prioritize quantity over quality. And then some of the actual quality ones, again, like Kojima, or Kojima with Jordan Peele and whatnot, did not need to take as long as they did. They got some footage to showcase something promising, but got way more time than they needed. It's almost become a meme how much that Kojima gets sucked up to in the Game Awards by Keighley, despite being still a very genuinely incredible figurehead in the games industry, especially with more very artsy, methodical, or just cryptic and cinematic video games. Nothing where the gameplay is super crazy, especially in the case of Death Stranding apparently, but still it's a game that just happens to be a lot more cinematic and artsy, even if the gameplay or intricate gameplay or fighting or combat, turn-based or real-time, can get a little is sacrificed, but again, it's still a game. It's not it's a game that's a movie that's presented as a game falsely. It's just, it's a game that doesn't have much gameplay to it. So it's Kojima, especially getting that down pat, unlike other developers, is fucking talented. Doesn't mean that Jeff Keighley needs to give him 10 minutes to showcase that. He only maybe needs a couple minutes, 5 minutes, just enough to show his trailer, some words from Jordan Peele and himself in the case of last year, and that's all he needs to do to prove himself, because people already know him and they know what he can do, and he can show what he's going to be capable of doing next with this next project with Peele. So it's really just again, I don't believe Keighley is malicious, and he seems like a nice guy to a decent extent. I know people might say otherwise, and I won't necessarily discredit them. I just don't have any reason to believe he's some malicious, consumerism corrupted monster. No, not really. No, I don't think so anyways. He just still, definitely kind of, it kind of feels like he kind of has to be, pushed around by those, like, you know, those unfortunate ideologies when he really doesn't need to be. Or if some say he needs to be, he can tell them to fuck off, honestly. Because, you know, like, just because people need to make money off the games they make does not mean we should like commercialize like shows that celebrate gaming and then have some announcements in there that are still cool, but again, prioritize quality over quantity. But I mean, like, hey, I hope Gamescom is really well. I hope it proves that Jeff Keighley can get better and can improve. And I hope that, like, hey, everybody else also has some pretty short but effective trailers like Atlas did. I mean, I guess, you know what? Apparently 2010 cannot lead into 2017 events, but you know what? I don't care. We got Joker and Reload. I'm vibing. Okay, so we got an ad break happening here in 10 seconds. So I'm going to finish up this level, and we'll be right back by the time I am done getting this wrapped up. See you guys in a little bit.
Can you play here among us? Streaming, just like you. We've got a party waiting for you. Streaming, what do we do? Who's the imposter? Maybe it's you.
Takamaki-san. Bro!
Thank you for these wonderful comments. While I'm not hip with the youth language, I assume by the D, you mean the divine. I would love to give your wife the D. I would love to give you the D. I would love to give your whole family the D. But the truth is, the D is already inside of you.
Open.
Hello there, Nikki. How you doing today?
I'm in a good mood, and it's here
customer here that wants an Ulu to buy.
I'll send one right over. I've got plenty in supply.
Hello there, sir. I got some news for you. Your product is coming. It'll be here by 2.
Services sell.
Together, we will steal their moon!
So it's got to be 4 and 3. Okay, any questions before I go on from here? Great. I really understood that well.
Welcome back, my comrades. I hope you are alive and well. I am alive and well too, for the record, but I would hope by being on here you didn't have to worry about that. At least I hope you didn't have to worry about that. I'm sorry if you did, but I swear I'm okay. There was one other sparkle gem I managed to miss somehow last time, but we're still okay. It's pretty easy to get this next one. We just have to... There we go. Okay. Yep, okay. I know where to go next. Oh. And then this asshole comes around. At least he's snatched. So good for him, I guess. But I can be snatched too, or something, so good for me too, loser. But anyways, I digress. He's trying to mess up everything again. As if they wouldn't do anything else but mess everything up. But I digress. Oh, frick, sorry!
Whoopee!
All right, there. And now we can finish this off without any more of a hitch. Oh yeah, nah. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Here we go. Oh! Damn. I mean, I will say, at least he is snatched. So you know what? I guess that's good for him. But like I said, I can be snatched too, so good for me too. Why did I not think about moving? Don't ask me why I didn't just get moving there. All right, come on, come on, come on. Habush! Okay. Oh, come on! There's only one left! There's only one left, bruh! See? Bro! I swear to God, if I lost there, I mean, if I didn't get that one, I would have flipped. He's putting all that Olympic training to use here. She sure is, but it's like, man, girl, Paris Olympics were this year, but they were for summer. The winter ones you don't have to worry about until 2026. You're good, girl. You can chill. You're good. You'll be great. You could have 2 extra years to not be too worried about it.
Beautiful.
Or hey, just be like permanently, chronically
So much.
goaded with the sauce at figure skating. In which case, you know what? All right, let's give her that. Let's give her that. Come on. Why could we not give her that? Okay, we're halfway through all the stages on the 5th floor. Okay, I'm really hoping we don't have to do the great rehearsal stage for Mighty. Hopefully, or at least like if we have to, we can just, I don't know, maybe get it over with right off the bat. Sooner rather than later. Oh, no. Sorry, there's only one more we gotta worry about. Hold on. Well, I mean, like, I guess it's still not a crazy difference, but still, we're not even halfway. We just got one more. Then we gotta go save the Sparklers. And voila. Yeah, that would be Kung Fu. Okay. Oh, so cute. Watching the Snatch Sour Bunch dude, like, gets tossed around and then obliterated by Sparkle into oblivion. Classic. Can we do that? Can we do that more often? Oh, that's a nice color. That's a nice color. All right, so where's... There we have it. And we got everything so far? Yes. Okay.
Showtime.
Another 7 gems and a Stella ribbon. That put up 2 of the songs early. To listen to as well. Yeah, don't sounds really, really good. Definitely a lot more like and I mean this in a very good way. Do not take this any other way. It's a very interesting like juxtaposition between being really sad, sounding a little more relaxed, and then obviously like having those and yet still having like those very intense battle-esque parts that are very akin to most other battle themes in the series, especially for 3s. It's that really interesting like 3-way between like, just making you feel kind of at ease, as strange as that might be, but then feeling kind of sad, and then at the same time, it's all despite you still feeling pretty ready to go while you're listening to them. It's interesting, and I love that, honestly. I love how different it is compared to It's Going Down Now. Because It's Going Down Now is also the best new battle theme they could have possibly made for this remake. It's just that it's definitely a very, like, you listen to that without any context as to where it is in the actual game, and you're still, even so, you're still going to be like, oh, that's a battle theme, if not the battle theme. And it is. Like, aside from the new Mass Destruction, it is the new battle theme. But yeah. But I mean, like, to be fair, the new Mass Destruction isn't new. It's just a new remix of the classic theme, or the classic battle theme. But it's cool though. It's all cool. I really like it that way. Again, like, still a battle theme for sure, but definitely an unorthodox one that also like sounds both relaxed and sad, and yet still having this strange tension about it that is still very akin to you taking turn-based fights on with enemies in the Abyss of Time, if I can say that without spoiling anything. Yeah, I guess they've mentioned it's just that it's the Abyss of Time. No spoilers other than that, though. Oh, and Heartful Cry was always really good, and the Reload one sounds great, too. I agree. Aww.
Woo!
Oh, I didn't realize they were making the FES title theme. Because, like, say what you will about the FES opening, since it's not the actual Burn My Dread one, and I mean, like, it's basically kind of an anime MV, or, like, in the style of an anime MV, but I don't mean that in a good way, because it's from the actual game developers, and for whatever reason, they had a really good song that the original 3 singer, and especially Lotus Juice, just went nuts on. And yet, despite them producing a pretty cool remix for the FES opening, the actual visuals, again, it's just like a really low-budget, fan-made anime MV, game MV, but it's from the actual makers at Atlas themselves. And it's like, what the hell? The quality of these two things, song and visual, do not match. So hopefully they do remedy that with the visuals for the episode I guess OP. Well, I mean, like, if they do want to stick with, like, reload footage and just remake that, I mean, like, based on nostalgia, that would be kind of cute. Even if I do think, like, honestly, even if it's pretty simple, they can just add, like, they could probably just, like, make another whole new opening for episode I guess. That isn't just, like, that isn't as cheap as FES's visuals. Because, again, that FES opening song was pretty good. I just don't understand why they could not provide, like, even, like, a pretty small and quick but decent opening visual cutscene. Or, again, even just, like, splice together game footage in a way that was actually really appealing to look at. Because it was definitely it felt like a low-budget, fan-made anime MV or game MV. Just put together with a seemingly new E3 remix that was actually great, but it's like the visuals do not match that quality. Have I missed any of these or? Okay, nope, we're good so far. We're good. But again, if now they wanted to splice together the visuals from episode I guess to make the opening, I still think it would be a little cheap, but at least it'd be pretty cute to kind of like, you know, call back to the original FES opening. I just hope they are able to be a little more creative than that, or at least like compile game footage from Aegis or episode Aegis in a way that feels a lot more logical and seamless, and I guess just a lot more cinematic, I guess. Because again, it was all pretty random footage for the FES opening. Random, kind of a nonsensical game footage just spliced together, with the exception of the ending being like Makoto's, I guess we'll call it pointing to the sky move. I'm not gonna, please don't mention spoilers, guys. Please do not actually say what it is. We're just gonna leave it as calling it that. But like, again, with the exception of that capping off or ending the opening, it was all really nonsensical visuals. But I mean, again, as long as they can just like, you know, make it so that the game footage they use is actually sensical and, you know, actually really cool to see when put together, honestly, I wouldn't have many complaints if they actually did do another, like, compilation, game footage compilation thing for episode I guess. Again, just make it make sense, and it will actually be nice because it's also a callback to how FES did it. Again, even if that one was nonsensical, but I don't know. I'm kind of repeating myself here, so please forgive me. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, was that footage confirmed to be part of the opening, or like cutscenes in the game? I'm not sure. I don't know. Some of it feels like it could go either way. It could be towards, some of it could be towards the opening. Some of it could be towards, for like cutscenes in the actual game. Some of those pieces could have really gone for any of those. Like with the butterfly zooming past Aegis, honestly, I could see it being either way. I don't know. Yeah, no, I would say like that's the one part of the original FES opening that made sense to like be where it was there. The rest of the game footage they showed for the FES opening, for how FES is still considered a lot more definitive than even portable, with having FemC but having none of the cutscenes and like no actual moving around in the main world or like in daily life. Like FES for a while until Reload, and even to some people even now, unfortunately, or for better or for worse, is still like was the definitive edition of Persona 3. Even though portable had FemC, you know, you could move around in school or like in like the actual GeckoCon or Let's Kodai, and there were no cutscenes. So for a while, if only because of that, FES was still considered definitive because it had all that, and even though it didn't have FemC, because that wasn't conceivable at the time, I guess, they had the answer, you know, and they had the cutscene. So for a while, FES was still the definitive version, which is ironic considering that, again, FES has a very weak, nonsensical game footage compilation with a good song, but still, for its opening. the actual Burn My Dread was from the very first edition of Persona 3, and at least Portable got a wholly new and actually really cool opening for its for booting up its version, even if it's still not definitive, despite FemC being in that one. You know, as long as they're not using AI voices, I'm okay with a mod like that. Well, I think we talked about this before, but no, I mean, like, if people want to hear the original voice cast too, I don't think there's really an issue with that. Really, it's just the only issue I might ever have is, like, if people are kind of jackasses about it, and, like, you know, kind of, I don't know, like, kind of make it out to be some sort of competition of old versus new, or at least, like, unnecessarily so. Because, like, people can have their preferences for one voice actor for a character over the other, and that's fine. But if you're going to make it a competition, especially for fans of either cast, then I'm going to say I'm not surprised Atlas wouldn't care any less for a mod like this. But yeah, no. Like, as long as it's just there for people who want to hear, like hear that just for the hell of it, or to have, like, some of those voices there for comparison. Like, honestly, yeah. If they use AI, if they make it out to be a really unnecessary contest, though, I'm gonna draw the line. But again, we're kind of repeating ourselves with all due respect. But nah, okay. Of course, there's one fucking Sparkle Gem I miss. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already ready to wrap this up. I love this game, but oh my god. Especially when you miss so many, especially when it's like every level you have to go through it one more time to get a Sparkle Gem you already missed. It kind of makes me roll my eyes, and it's like, like, again, I love this game, but I never had nearly as much trouble getting all the gems in these levels as I've had when starting up the game, or starting up the stream. Each version has its pros and cons and make it more or less appealing to people. No, I agree, and that's why while FES or Reload could be a definitive edition, it's debatable which one specifically it would be that. And even then, some people might say Portable is still there because, I mean, it has FemC, but it might not have the answer, but at least it might feel a little more definitive because of FemC. So, like, really, there's unfortunately a debate to be there because like, undeniably, Atlas did not have the proper time or budget or efforts needed to actually make FemC work, or Kotone, you know? And I totally understand that. It's still a disappointment, and I still wish that Sega or whoever else at Atlas would make it work so that there was time to put in FemC, and then we could say that regardless of what you like from FES, you know, like regardless of what you like of FES, like, it's still, like, Reload still has everything in its package. But if we can't really get that, then you know what? So be it. It's just that, unfortunately, the Portable exclusive content is exclusive to Portable, and even that doesn't have, like, the cutscenes, and you basically go through kind of a vicious cycle. But again, we're kind of, with all due respect, because this is on me, not necessarily anybody else. This is on me. We're kind of repeating ourselves. But yeah. No, I mean, I do think that aside from episode Aegis, the other two DLC packs are kind of whatever. Again, it's like, if they were just one of the 3 packs, or like there was a little more to each of the first 2 packs here, I don't think there would be much of an issue. But it's like, because those first 2 packs are the way they are, they're not just one of the 3, or they're not just one whole wave, and then either episode Aegis follows, or there's a second one with more meat on its bones. I guess that's where people would have other issues. But admittedly, we're kind of getting into a little too much of the meat and potatoes of Persona 3 and the DLC or exclusive, non-exclusive content. And admittedly, I feel like I'm still going to keep us on a broken record if we don't just stop right there. So I apologize. But yeah. It's cool. Okay. So I think I know what I missed last time. Essentially, it was the 8 shards for the second to last Sparkle Gem. Yeah, second to last Sparkle Gem. Essentially, it's just all 8 shards that I missed. I'm pretty sure I... Yeah. Playtime is over for now. Aw, man.
Really? But I'm not sure what the hype still is for Poppy Playtime.
Sorry. Actually, speaking of, I had seen some playthroughs of that game because I really didn't understand what was going on with it up until, recently. And even now, it's like I'm not sure what the deal is with it. It's like it had like a decent, okay start with its first little episode with like Huggy Wuggy and like the making like the toys on the conveyor belt or whatnot. Definitely very rudimentary first episode, and I can see like in cases like those, the episodic releases of a full horror game, or what could be a full horror game otherwise, is definitely a little like kind of rubs people the wrong way. But I don't know, yeah. But it's like apparently it's like the first one was a decent start, even if no matter what, a full horror game released episodically might still rub people the wrong way. Me personally, I only kind of had a gripe when we got to the point in that history where it's like, oh, now they're just selling a fuck ton of merch of all their characters, some of which we haven't even met yet. Because apparently, like, the pinkish spider lady, or Mommy Longlegs they call her, apparently she hadn't even shown up. She hadn't quite shown up yet until, like, the end of Chapter 1 there. And even before she came out in Chapter 2, they were already selling merch of her. So again, it's like if they were meant well and just wanted to, like, get some extra compensation for the characters and universe they have created. It still felt strangely money hungry to people. And while I could give them the benefit of the doubt that, like, again, they just needed to compensate themselves and their actual developers and people for their work on the universe, I can't blame people for thinking it's kind of greedy too. It could go both ways. Oh, here we go. Okay, I was wondering what was going on there. Okay. Anyways, but I digress. Excuse me. Kind of getting ahead of ourselves. But nah. So yeah, there was those two, and then Chapter 2 was apparently like okay. The said Mommy Longlegs character, aside from like premature merch before she even made her debut in Chapter 2 aside, like she was kind of cool. But then, like, everything else about that chapter was, like, really rushed and buggy. And I could see why some people by that point were kind of like, oh, yep, this is where it's going to fall apart. And then I heard, like, very divisive things on Chapter 3. Like, a lot of people loved it, and then a lot of people thought it was, like, not bad, but somehow way more underwhelming than either the first two chapters. But nah. I mean, again, I'm still not interested in playing Poppy Playtime personally, because I'm only like semi into horror, and even then it's based on like what other people play on YouTube that I can watch, or like if I want to pick up any horror games, maybe I'll play them, but I'm not going to be super interested in them. Poppy Playtime though, and honestly, even Garten of Banban, I know at least Garten of Banban might be getting a little better with each installment after 4, or from 4 onward, but still, that's also going to be a skip. Not going to lie. If people want to get either of those games, though, go for it. Those two cases, though, unfortunately, are still kind of an issue of, like, look into this before you buy it. But I digress. Or actually, no. I mean, I don't know, because it's like, I hear Garten of Banban had gotten better since its first 2 installments, because it's like, aside from how cute, I mean, like, how kind of goofy those first 2 could be, intentionally or not, they're still pretty bad games. At least the first one was free, is still free as far as I know, unless you get, like, the Foursome collection on, like, PS4 or Switch or whatever, where, I mean, like, technically you're paying for the other 3 games in that first quartet, but it's just the first one that is free, so you're really buying 4 for 3? I don't know. Okay. Oh, duh. Okay, Dark Space and the Great Meteor. I think we could start with that. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Great. All right.
Let's go.
No, I totally get it. I'm just not gonna. No, like I said, I'm reading chat. It's just like whether I'm moving on to something else or just don't have anything to say. I just can't verbally respond to every chat in chat. Like, believe me, as long as Nightbot slows down for a hot second, I'm reading everything. I'm just not gonna have anything to say for everything, and it's again nothing personal. Just either I've changed the topic or I really don't have anything to add aside from being like, oh yeah, and then just kind of repeating myself, unless I catch myself, you know. Especially when I can run out my voice as is. Like I gotta know when to set my limits. Otherwise, I'm gonna put myself in trouble. But oh well. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to rumble. Let's go. All right, so basically, all we have to do is save the last 4 sparklers coming up here, and then as soon as that's done and over with, we can head to the final boss. And again, provided we got some time afterwards, we can do something else. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd love to, like, check out, I'd love to look into, like, sorry, I was focusing for a second. That's not the Sparkler. That's just the Professor. Damn. Professors are to space here what Peach is to the 2010s, 2000s Mario. Just constantly getting kidnapped, as unfair as it must be for them to never get a starring role. And then 3D World came around, and even if Odyssey came after, it definitely helped. And even then, Odyssey, it's just like, I mean, she just, for the main story is gone, but then, like, is hanging out with Tiara, and they're going to see the world as soon as, I fucked up. Hold on. Thankfully, we didn't get too far, but still, I screwed up. Whoops. So if only for that, I did not want to get too far. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Thankfully, that was just Ribbiter, guys, so it's not difficult to retry. What was I saying? Oh, about like... Oh, about Puppy Plates. No, Garden to Ban, yeah. I don't know, I hear that, like, or at least from what I gathered, watching playthroughs, reading reviews, trying to get an idea for how things go, since admittedly I don't think I'm able to even afford, like, downloading the first Garden to Ban, even if it's free. I mean, like, I gotta make room for some of these other games that I've gotten from, like, the Palestine Relief Bundle on itch.io. So, like, until the people behind Garden to Ban are, like, really decent at their craft, me personally, I'm just not quite interested in even buying the first one for free. At least as far as I know, Garden to Ban 1 is still free. At least, again, I'm pretty sure it should be. Don't quote me. But, yeah. No! Fuck! Come on. Fuck! Oh boy. You're welcome. Oh, you... Anyways, so no, from what I hear, it's like Garden to Ban, the first and second games, and maybe the third, were not great. And even I saw it, and it's like, I mean, the second one had this, like, funny little thing where you could sit down with this white, girly, bow-headed monster's, like, class. From when I purchased it to donate to Ukraine relief efforts. Yeah, for sure. Like, when when developers are happy to, like, put their games up, indie or not, through, like, these certain humble bundles or whatnot, it's really damn cool. I don't think I ever got quite, I don't think I ever caught wind of that Ukrainian relief bundle, but I would have loved that if I could. But, I mean, hey, I can always catch if they ever do another one for Ukraine. And at least I got one for Palestine, and that one was loaded. There's like a bajillion, like they had like over 200 to 100 games from like itch.io in that. They had like, as far as I know, like maybe 80% of the whole bundle. Because the total of items in general in that bundle for like only $10 was like 300, 400 total, maybe like 250 or 300 of which were indie games or indie video games, and then all the other things were like art books, coloring books, tabletop role-playing manuals and whatnot, or like comics, manga, so to speak. Just these really cool tidbits that people who definitely could have sold them for like $10 for themselves, like for their own profit, definitely could have made a lot of money from. And hey, in previous sales, they probably got just enough to break even with their actual projects, the things that they're passionate about. So, like, hey, it was probably just out of the complete goodness of their heart when putting it for a relief bundle that, with the hundreds of items in it, was only $10 total. I mean, you could obviously, like, donate a lot more and just get the bundle with the rest of it as extra contributions. I think it was at like $5 or $8, and I rounded up to $10 total for my donation. But still, it was really cool. So I hope itch.io and Humble Bundle, I'll keep doing that, because like those are definitely really fun ways to get the games. And like you could still support the developers in other ways, even if you only can buy their games at the time through, charity stuff. Charities. I think it's really cool. Okay, so I am pretty sure we'll find the hidden spotlight around. Oh, there we go. Okay, so anyways, no. So like from what I gathered, the consensus on Garden of Banban, it's like 1 and 2, aside from maybe some cute moments in 2 where like you sit down in like this classroom, this kindergarten classroom full of like bowling pins and basketballs. Like aside from the idea behind that being pretty cute, like the first 2 Garten chapters or whatever were kind of just not great. And then the third one, it's like apparently that one also wasn't great, but at least was starting to kind of get its balance of like the tone it wanted to carry from then on. Which after a while, it seems like they knew that their game was not really scary. The only people it'd be horror for would be like little kids. So like for anybody older than that, maybe like aside from like the genuinely surprising spook or jump scare or whatever that isn't cheap, for the most part, the game might only predicate its tone on being kind of a fever dream, kind of a kooky fever dream. And at least I will say, even at the beginning, at least they kind of managed to make it feel like this really kooky, like rudimentary looking fever dream, really. Or at least like from what I gathered, it at least managed to nail that ambiance and aesthetic, or lack of either or. And I will say, you know what, kudos for doing that instead of trying to market themselves as horror. But yeah, but even still, like the third one is still apparently kind of divisive. The fourth one and then the sixth one are where they start to kind of get back on the up and up again. And then I don't know what the hell happens for the other ones after 6. Oh, and then also Garden of Banban 5 is like either never actually going to be released, or maybe it will be released later, but it'd be spoilers for however many installments they'd have at the time. Because apparently it's like supposed to be a midquel between 4 and 6, obviously, because it's 5. But it'd have spoilers that would ruin the other installments unless like they went backwards. I don't know. That's what I hear anyways. Don't quote me. I don't know. Like me personally, I'm still not terribly interested in I'm still not interested at all in buying Garden of Banban, but like if they're genuinely starting to get better, if they have like, made amends with the people they were kind of pricks to in the past, or whoever was behind the socials for the Euphoric brothers, I believe, then you know what? I wish them the best. And I really hope they keep going with the game, even if it's now less of a horror thing or trying to be horror, and it's now just more of a kiddish, rudimentary fever dream-esque kind of romp, you know? If they wanted to remake it in the future with the skills they would have under their tool set by then, and like make it an actual horror game, I'd be wishing the best for them too, and I'd hope that worked as well. Honestly, I think that would be a really cool idea too. But I guess that's yet to be seen. Who knows? Oh, I mean, some might know, but I don't. Blast right through here. Please do. All right. But anyways, I think we are gonna have to wrap this up soon because God only knows if I don't get to the final boss soon and have to be constantly replaying levels for simple little sparkle gems here or there, I'm gonna get very cross. Again, I still love this game. It's just that by myself, I can usually I would only miss one sparkle gem at a time, or at least when I miss something and have to come back, it's not as egregious. But I don't know, for some reason when it's on stream, it definitely feels it kind of gets a lot older, a lot faster to miss all these gems and whatnot, or the little ribboner guy. Thankfully though, we had to restart once, but we got everything in dark space, so we're good. So we got 3 more sparklers to save, and then we should be good for the final boss. At least I'm hoping that the 5th rehearsal level either shows up right before the final boss or is a post-game thing. So basically one of the 2 ways it could go, but I just forgot which way it actually goes. We'll just see. But yeah. Sorry, I guess I kind of realized that it can only either go, the rehearsal level can either be right before the final boss or post-game. That's literally the only 2 things it could be. But yeah, like I said, we'll just, we'll save the last 3 sparklers now. It's now just 2 left, right? Yeah. So we'll just save the last 3. Hopefully, either if the mighty rehearsal level is not going to be after we beat the final boss, it won't be too much of a pain in the ass to beat before the final boss. We beat the final boss. I can show you guys what other post-game content there is in Peach Showtime through my main personal save, and then we should be good. And then that'll be Peach Showtime in a nutshell. Case closed. Etc., etc. But yeah, nah. Oh. Oh, go, go, go! Oh! Oh, no, not that one, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Yes, that one, that one, that one! No! Oh, here we go. Here's how we do it. Okay. There we go. And actually... You're welcome, Mr. Ribboner. Pibboner? Sure. I do want to know how they got Peach's, very, again, nice, but very, very traditional operatic soprano singing voice for Mermaid Peach. Did they just record it through, a choral voice option on a keyboard? Would they have, Like, would they have just played a keyboard and just put it again on that vocal mode or vocal sound mode? Was it actually more of a... Hello? Was there no... Was there no sparkle gem here? No, there was the sparkle gem. Duh. Fucking Dedoy. Sorry. I forgot for a second how everything was actually laid out. Okay. There we go. Ah, touche. You're welcome. I love your little, like, mitten-like gloves. Aw, that's so cute. Those are so cute. It's like little mittens under the water. Why would you wear mittens underwater? I don't know. But they're cute on her. And for her, they're probably just... And for Theets, mittens are probably just gloves. I mean, Peach has gloves here, too. They're very bona fide gloves, and even I wonder why she would wear those underwater. I mean, hey, they got cute clothes. I can't complain. I'm not complaining. It's just a little cute. It's just a little funny and cute is all. Come on. Those giant whirlpools are the cause of this. Yikes. We sure do. I was just gonna say, I think I see what's gotta go down. I think I see the vision. I get it. Oh, is that pink turtle for me? If we sing, the water should settle. It's for me? Aww. Let's calm the waters by singing. I wish I had the actual guts to sit still, sing, and then like relax knowing that as long as I sing decently, the waters here are gonna be just fine. Like, you know, just don't slack off on singing, because only a mermaid can calm these sharknadoes.
Yeah, that's what these are, right? Yeah, that's what these are. Sure they are.
Okay. Yippee! Yippee! Almost done. Yeah, did you really think you could surprise us by swimming all the way there to the right? Nah, you ain't slick. You ain't slick, fishies. Aren't you on our side anyways? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah! Oh, they're such a lovely duet. Oh my god, just mwah. How cute. That was cute. That was so cute. Oh, she kind of just... Then she also just kind of flies right above the ground when not in water. That's adorable. Oh, at least that's how I like to see it. That's so cute, though. She can swim, and then she can just fly. She can levitate slightly above the ground, looking like she's swimming. I think it's cute. It's adorable. Then the best you see, the dark sea currents. So we've gotten almost, if not all of the music. So there's just only 4 songs we gotta find. I'm pretty sure I know where at least 2 of those are gonna be found. We'll cross that bridge when we get there shortly. Okay, so the only ones we have left are Figure Skater Sparkla and Kung Fu Sparkla. Okay. Oh yeah, there's Kung Fu there. Aww. Aw, that's adorable. Actually, yeah, we've been in Vanilla Peach dress for the whole time now, haven't we? Let's go with... Ninja. Special Ninja's nice. Regular Kung Fu is kind of nice. Disco, I mean, I guess is cute. That Sparkle is nice. Ooh. Special Sword Fighter is still another favorite of mine, personally. Let's go with Sparkle.
Nice.
So between that and then Stella's light bluish ribbon here, or maybe she's got... maybe that Sparkle one's alright. I would love to put her in pink, though, but I don't know. But I also think the light blue suits her. Gives me major Rosalina vibes. So of course I'm gonna have that bias very naturally, and everybody else is just gonna have to let me be that silly that way. Okay. Almost done. Alright. Since Anama's presence, could the Sparkle be over there? Don't see where else they'd be. Alright. That's a very easy first one. I like that. I can vibe with that. Hey, and then we got the Ribboner, so we already have 4 Sparkle Gems left. Anything I might miss, or... not quite? Okay. Oh, snap! Come on. There we go.
Yippee!
Okay. There we go. Owie. Oh wait, nope, whoops, my bad. Ow. Here we go. Huh? Okay, I think we can just move on. Or at least I hope we were able to. Oh boy. Thankfully that level was pretty short, but oh boy. here we go. Okay. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. There we go.
Whoopee!
Okay. I feel like I'm feeling like the telegraphs are a little funky, but that might just be me. Oh, frick. Ow! Holy woolly. Wham! Bam! Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, now, bam. Uh-huh. And now the real battle begins. Okay. Well, I'm sure this is where the real battle begins. Even though we've yet to combine our forces with, you're definitely not gonna break out and help us beat your ass, Sparkler Captive. Okay, that was on me, to be fair. Anyways, it was wham, and it was bam, and now it's thank you, ma'am. Frick, I missed one! What the Oh, come on, man!
If you could give me this kind of attitude,
No, I'm kidding. I mean, if push comes to shove, I might honestly just say screw it. In this case. Alright, come on. Alright, here we go. Uh-huh. Hey! Okay, I just looked up where the fourth sparkle gem is that I missed. Yeah. I guess it wouldn't be too hard to find since, like, there's not much else to this anyways. It's a pretty short level, even for sparkler rescues. But, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, that one isn't... I mean, I guess this one isn't too long, so... If I just kind of speed run how fast I go with this, we might be okay. We should be fine, probably. Okay, yeah. Alright, and then that's where... And then when we get to Figure Skater Sparkler, it is, Oh, okay. And then I see where the gems are for Dark Skater. Actually, I think we're about coming up to the next ad break.
Showtime.
So I could just speed run this, and you guys will be back when it's done, when we're done. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to take our intermission right now. I'm just going to quickly speed run through Kung Fu once more. Maybe get a head start on Figure Skater, since I'll give you guys 2 minutes until the ad break part of the intermission. And we'll be back after a total of 5 minutes. See you guys in a little bit.
Streaming, just like you. We've got a lobby waiting for you. Streaming, what do we do? Who's the imposter? Maybe it's you.
Takamaki-san. Bro!
Thank you for these wonderful comments. While I'm not hip with the youth language, I assume by the D, you mean the divine. I would love to give your wife the D. I would love to give you the D. I would love to give your whole family the D. But the truth is, the D is already inside of you.
오빤 강남
Here to stay.
I've got a customer here that wants an Ulu to buy.
I'll send one right over. I've got plenty in supply.
Hello there, sir. I got some news for you. Your product is coming. It'll be here by 2.
Services sell.
Together, we will steal their moon!
So it's got to be 4 and 3. Okay, any questions before I go on from here? Great. I really understood that well.
Take the sun!
You take everything that's...
Beluska do what we can do. Some.
Can you play here among us? Hey, everybody. All right, so we're back. I just got the last Sparkle Gem for Kung Fu Peach. So yeah, we're basically on the final stretch. Finally. Oh my god. Okay. So basically, all we need to do is get the last gem for why did I blank on what I was gonna say? Oh my god. Ooh, I really badly blanked there. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay, but no. Okay, so there's only one more level to do, and then once we rescue this Sparkler, we're going to the final boss. And then I think, honestly, I'm just gonna say screw whatever else we play after this. I think we're just gonna call it a day after this. But yeah, all the same, this was still fun. Just definitely not quite feeling up for any more streaming today after we're done here. Admittedly, I'm ready to wrap this game up and then just kind of get some other projects moving. But yeah, no, all the same, let's roll. So now, we've been on the home stretch this whole time. So let's really get into the bread and butter of the grand final curtain call. The ultimate climax. Owie. You're welcome. Oh, look at her. Such an elegant swan. Ah. Okay, there you go. I think as long as I keep up this momentum, we should be able to just beat this level in one go. At least I'm hoping. Please.
Brilliant.
Oh, snap. Oh, this snatch-wasted bitch again! Come to witness my greatest performance? Nah. I feel like it. Sounds like yours is gonna be boring. I bet you don't really have anything going on for your performance here. You're just bluffing. At least it's my opinion. So, sorry if you don't like it, that's my opinion. Alright, here we go. Oh, watch it, Maddie. Watch it, Maddie. Watch it, Maddie. Ow, ow. Abo!
Babushka.
Yay! Oh boy. Alright, and now, for the final trick, Peach will say, "Be gone!" Snatch-wasted, he thought. Woo! Or just thought, I don't know. Thank you so much for helping me. You're welcome. Oh, I love her little, crystal ball-looking, blonde bun on top of her head there. That's so cute. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. If that's, some equivalent to, a wig or hair, but that is so cute. Whatever it is on the top of her head, that is adorable. Okay, but hey! So far, we are on the way to just finishing up this level. And then I think I'll just say, you know what? Since I am going to be running on fumes if we don't get this over with sooner, let's just say, even if we can do the mighty rehearsal before the final boss, let's just say nah. So we'll do this level. We'll beat the final boss. I'll show you guys a few of the extras for after post game. And then we'll be calling it a stream. And then, because that'll be it for Princess Peach Showtime. And for those unaware, after we're done with Peach Showtime, the only in place Peach Showtime, we'll have the first Yakuza, or Yakuza Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami, I guess. Because there's Yakuza 2 Kiwami, but I don't know if, like, people know the difference if I specify like that, or if I say Yakuza Kiwami. Will they mix it up for either 1 or 2, or will they not know which one I'm referring to? Because in this case, yes, I am referring to just the first Yakuza Kiwami. So, do people know that when I say that? Or am I yet to specify it's Yakuza 1 Kiwami? I'm a little confused by that, genuinely. Not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I'm clear about that or not, that it's like the first Yakuza Kiwamified. Or what have you. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't know. Abushka! Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. We made it. We made it. We made it. Whee! Almost there. Fly like the wind, bullseye. Haha. I guess that wasn't too bad after all. And with that, that is how we do that. That is all that she wrote. Woo! Okay. All right, so like I said, I don't care if the mighty rehearsal level is ready to go right now. I don't care. I don't see it. 'Cause I don't care. We're going to the final boss, and then after that, like I said, I'll show you guys any of the extra goodies I've gotten in my personal file that you can get in this game here yourselves after you beat the game for yourselves. Try saying that a few times extra fast. But yeah. Oh. Oh. It's time. Also, the new Netflix trailer for Gamescom confirmed Genshin's coming to Xbox. I'm surprised they weren't already, actually. I'm surprised Genshin's not an impact on Xbox already. But I mean, hey, cool. Good for them. Good for them. Okay, so. Actually, yeah, I guess pretty much the opening night for Gamescom is going right now. Or it has been for a while now, huh? Well, still, that's cool. That's cool. Awesome. Hey, better late than never, so congrats. Aw, no good without that. Let's buy that too, but not same. Yes. Cute new shark girl is voiced by Morgana. Oh, Cassandra Lee Morris. Aw, nice. That's nice. Awesome. Well, bon voyage in advance is sharky girly Cassandra, Miss Morris. Ms. Morris. Not Miss, but Ms. Whatever. That's awesome, though. Good for her. That's cool. Hold up, everybody. Hold up. Okay. I check that. Hey! There we are. Okay, and so then, yeah, like I said, that is pretty much everything with regards to what I want to do before the final boss. Let me double check just for curiosity and see if, like, if we go to the top floor, would the rehearsal level be available? Again, I don't like the rehearsal levels in this game. They're the only levels I dislike playing through, especially the 5th one here with Mighty. Oh, yep. It'd be ready. Well, like I said, final boss, and then we'll go to my personal file so I can show you guys some of the extra goodies. Not all, unfortunately. I could not quite finish the hide and seek with the ninja thieves thing that you can do after the main story. So, aside from that, I'll show you guys all the other goodies, though. You can decorate the theater, get some extra few dresses. But yeah.
Okay, let's do this, Peach. We've got the power of Sparkle on our side. Sparkle shower, that's our power. Da-da-da-da-da. We're the Barbie fashion fairies in a fashion fairy tale.
Actually, no, I think that was one of the few modern straight-to-DVD Barbie movies, animated Barbie movies that are straight-to-DVD, that I actually thought was pretty cute. Barbie, a fashion fairy tale. It's one of the only few, I'm pretty sure, where Barbie isn't playing some other character, but it's just herself. But I thought it was real. I think all the same, it was actually kind of a cute little romp. Princess and the Pauper was an older one, but still a goat for a reason. Same with 12 Dancing Princesses, although that one was honestly a lot more depressing and drab, even if intentionally so. Once the big hipped asshole aunt Duchess comes around to basically abuse the girls, but then put them in like these drab cult-like gray nightgowns that have them all stand in a circle and flap their fans. It's like, you're not teaching them proper etiquette. You're initiating them into a fancy cult. But it's still a cult, just with some fanciness. You shallow prick. But I digress. Aww, the gang's all here. Looky. Alright. And if you guys thought any of the other previous transformations would be one of my favorites, I mean, I like them all too, don't get me wrong. But here comes the actual one of my favorites. I mean, yeah, I kind of stayed head to toe with the other ones, but this is another one of the favorites that only shows up now. And boy, it's a great final transformation to save for the end. Oh, and Purrs no, not quite. Not even quite Sailor Moon. Nah, cause she's not. I mean, cause like even though being a Sailor said she's goated, no, she's just straight up a fucking goddess. She's just straight up a goddess. And that's not even going into maybe one more final form for her. Got to play the Beefy Trails Through Daybreak demo. Oh, nice. I actually got to get through I actually need to start up some of the actual Trails or Tales of games that are out there. I like to play those before I get into any of the later ones. I'm sure like people could pop in at certain points if the timelines aren't like too connected. Or maybe I could watch some walkthroughs of the older ones before I get into the later ones to play for myself. But, I mean, like, I'd be happy to get into those series for sure. Tales, Trails, for sure. Hell yeah. Here we go. The Radiant Peach faces wine juice. And then finally, Madame Grape does become the juice for our wine. Or my non-alcoholic sparkling grape cider. Non-alcoholic grape cider, shout out to that stuff. Or sparkling rose, apple even. Goated drinks. Alcohol could never. Welcome to my glorious stage! I've been waiting for you. Peach! Your brilliant luster's built up everyone's hopes and expectations. And the bigger their dreams, so their despair when I shatter them all, creating the finest, most decadent tragedy. How I've waited for this. And to complete my ultimate stage, you shall play my foil. I gotta make this fast. Come now, let the tragedy begin. It's showtime. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Oh, shoot. This is just straight up some cabaret thing from, like, I don't know, freaking Las Vegas or whatever. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. All right, I'm just going to have to say, if the little minions get hurt, well, sucks to be them. Sucks to suck. Right? Right. Oh, I gotta press A repeatedly. Ow!
Rude. That's very rude.
Oh? Oh! Oh, she's getting angry. Oh boy. Oh boy. She's getting angry. She's getting angry. She's getting angry. Ow. Go, 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 go.
Ooh. It shimmers. It shimmers. Those lowered skirts just flap in the breeze graciously.
Or, I guess the wind? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ow! Oh, no, 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 no. You mother trucker. Come on. Come on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ow. Oh, crud! Urgh. Oh yeah, she's almost there, I think. This is about the third phase, yeah, more or less. So she's like almost there. Just, oh, and there she is. There you're at. There we are. Amen. If she got that from Castle Grayskull itself, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. She looks that baller. Freaking Goddess Radiant Peach, just mwah. Thank you for that, though, Missy. That was good. Oh. The mask has fallen. COVID is gone. Nah, I'm kidding. In all seriousness, though, sadly, apparently it's might be making a resurgence. So please take care of yourselves. Stay hygienic. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves, okay? Just, you know, protect yourselves. You be cautious. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I guess Grayskull really is on these two ladies' side. On the side of these two ladies. All the more reason why we gotta not just make this lady into wine, just straight up non-alcoholic sparkling grape cider. Rose cider would be nice too. Such a magnificent tragedy will be played out. Sure, Jen. Oh, point taken. That's why Sure Jan is such a horrendously burnt out comeback. Great comeback at the time, but damn. The foolish people on the internet really sent it into burnout. You really can't use it anymore to stop the eldritch masquerade monstrosity from destroying the whole ass island with a grand castle of a bajillion theaters. Oh boy. See? Majora's Mask, gas, Majora's Mask. Yeah, well, close enough. Welcome back, Majora.
Our theater! It's in pieces! If she goes unchecked, the entire island will be destroyed.
But no. What? It's not over. It's not over. Theater kids assemble! Woo! Theater kids, rise up! Let's go! You don't even have to know. You could be like me where you don't even know really any or most of the popular or even just like remotely iconic, like virtually iconic Broadway productions or theater productions. Like, you're still a theater kid if you're remotely interested in acting itself. Rise up! And make Peach a super radiant Peach! Because as if the default Radiant Peach wasn't cool enough, here's Super Radiant Peach. And she is definitely top 5 in my favorite transformations in this game. Maybe even at least, maybe dwindle it down to like maybe top 3 if I'm being honest. I'd probably dwindle it down to like her being part of my top 3. Super Radiant Peach. I mean, I could also pair just Vanilla Radiant Peach with her since they're both kind of the same thing. Just Super is even prettier and way more badass, obviously. Yeah, I guess it isn't really. I guess she really isn't in pink anymore. It's bluish white. Yeah, cyan, I guess, if you want to be particular. A lot of white and blue, and then like the sparkles, especially with the sound effects, now sound vaguely Christmas or snowy, Christmassy or like snowy, which is a little weird. I'm not sure, or maybe that's just me and how I perceive most snow sound effects to be. But I don't know. It sounds strangely jingle bellish. I don't know, call me cuckoo. You wouldn't be completely unbased, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Oh, and careful. Hey, I mean, to be fair, this also is not going off too badly. Not at all. Ow! Frick! Oh! Whoa! Here we go. Oh, here we go. Uh-huh. Good night. Good night. Oh, do I got a button mash? Oh, yep, button mash. Eee. Okay, I had to set down my other Joy-Con for this. The button mashing is real. Oh. Okay, I'm good. Oh. Happy New Year, mother truckers. Theater kids rise up. Theater kids rise up. Theater kids assemble. You can baby like me and be not totally cringe, but just a little. But in a cute way. Yay! We did it, everybody! Woo! Let's hecking go! All right, so let's see the ending here, and let's also watch the credits. We gotta give our due diligence to the people who made this game. So this credits, and then like I said, we'll go to my personal save file of Peach Showtime, and I can show you a few of the little trinkets you can get, quote unquote trinkets. I don't know. And then yeah.
They did it! They did it! Now to the one where y'all hold hands and then go up and down. And then point back to the tech crew behind, and then to the tech crew behind the stage, and then point to everybody in the audience for showing up. Aw. So there we go. Short, simple, to the point. Kind of got a little frustrating towards the end to like have to constantly replay levels on stream just to get some of those extra tidbits. But still, like, that was really nice. All the same, that was really, really nice. Like I said, I really liked this game when it came out, and I still really do. Like I said, it does get a little tedious after a while, especially when you're like me and you want to get all the collectibles in every stage. Because, like, this game isn't difficult. It's just that really, sometimes it can be quite a bit. I have seen 2 use cases. Just for that, I gotta change screens real quick. I have seen 2 use cases in the credits already. Actually, speaking of these skins, so like I said, now on's the default screen, but she has 3 alternates that I can swap out for her in a stream at a time. Either Ryuji, Yusuke, or Rosalina. Excuse me. But yeah, so I say that because not only do we have those 4 for a while now, but I have also commissioned in advance. We're not going to hurry on them immediately. I just wanted to pay him for this next batch for him to do later. And there's like the 3rd or 4th Yusuke in the credits. But nah, kudos to all these people. I'm sorry. I'm just being that doofus. But no, but in any case, I say all that because while I did pay him in advance for the commission, I will have another batch of, I forgot the count it was for that price he had me pay him, which is cool. Because like I'm not good with what pricing these these stream skins for would be. Not sure what the price would be for them. So it's like, what would you want me to pay me for? What would you want me to pay you for all these? And he's like, I mean, I guess this batch with the on one, these 3 with the on one can be this, and then this other batch we could do later could be this much. And it's like, okay, I'll just pay it all now. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, and Samantha Kelly did come back for the record, for those who were confused. She just had a very different voice direction, especially for some of those more like, those less gentle or like more action-oriented roles, such as Mighty Peach. I'm pretty sure even Detective and Thief Peach had like a different, she had to take on different like accents or dialects, according to Studios Bad Animals. They're not all that bad of animals if they could fully record music and or voice. They're not that bad of animals. Why would you say that? If they could record shit for games and other big media projects, I'd say they're pretty good animals. They're good animals. Come on. Sorry. But this was really good. This was really good. No, I say all that because there will be some more stream skins coming soon. From, again, Paradoxakumu, good buddy of mine. Shout out to him. It's just for now, and actually for the rest of the time, Panther will be the default one. And then these are 3 skins with Fox, Skull, and Rosalina are all kind of like alternates, and we can kind of jump between all of them in a single stream, or stick to any one of them for 1 or less than 4 of them for a stream. I don't know. Until next time, princess!
I already seen some people hypothesizing that her mask is just gonna sail right down to Bowser's castle, and it's like, I mean, for the Mario universe, I mean, I guess that's a given, but like, nah. She's sailing her way over to like maybe the Brutals in space. Just goes from the water to space, even though no, the Mario Earth is also not flat. You reptilian mongrels. Oh, and there's a crown. Hey, so now she can wear a bow and a crown at the same time. If you ask me, win-win. Because there with the ponytail and bow is nice. But if it weren't for that ponytail and bow together, it would definitely feel a little funky to not have her crown on. Because even in the sports game, she had her crown with her ponytail. and without a bow to back up her ponytail, it felt funky. But nah, they had us covered with the start of Peach Showtime here. They had us covered. It just so happened to ooh, wow. It's the moment she stepped in and Grape stepped in too, and y'all know how the story goes. But nah, I really like this game. It's really cute. I don't know what else to say. Again, it does get a little tedious, especially if you're trying to get all the little collectibles. But really, the only issue for that is because there's no checkpoints for levels. Like, if you're replaying a level, you can't skip to specific stages, grab whatever collectibles you were missing the first time around, and then from there, just, grab the collectibles, and then when you jump out, you still keep them going from then on. Or at least just, finish the rest of the level from the checkpoint onward. But it's okay. It's okay. Even so, this is a great game. Again, that and the only levels I really dislike were the great rehearsal stages. For this playthrough on stream, the sword fighter and cowgirl rehearsals weren't bad. Thief and kung fu were got a little old after a few too many tries, but still not bad. And then Mighty was so bad the first time I played this game for myself, I was not gonna put y'all through that for this stream. So, like I said, as soon as the credits stop here, I will show y'all some of the post-game stuff you can get through my main file on this game. I haven't gotten everything. The only rewards I haven't gotten anything for were these ninja feats. Since, as a ninja, Peach can, use some wallpaper that blends in with the scenery behind her to hide. It's like that, but there are some feat NPCs that you can see that kind of hide around in the levels, 1 or 3 at a time each, that you can go find. I have not gotten whatever rewards you get for finding all of them. I don't think it's much, but still. But other than that, I got all the other post-game rewards you could possibly do, including beating that godforsaken final Mighty Peach rehearsal. But yeah, like I said, I was not going to put you guys through that this time for this stream, because like I said, aside from those tedious levels or little tidbits, this game was a really, really fun time. And like I said, even though it kind of got a little old replaying levels on the stream several times in a row, I was happy to play it for you guys. So thank you so much for being here. So yeah, let me show you that. And then since I am admittedly, because of replaying those few other levels several times each, we're probably going to call it a day once I'm done here. But, yeah, all the same, this was a really good time. Thank you guys so much for having me today. I really appreciate it. All right, and yeah, great job to Goodfield and Nintendo for making this. It has been a hot minute since Super Princess Peach, or any game that featured Peach as the star role, with little or no involvement from, Mario and Luigi on the protagonist end. The main role was Peach. It wasn't even, her with any of the gang, which is still great. Wonder was great, and it's good to see the Mario Bros. Do not get me wrong at all. But it's nice to have Peach and the protagonist role all to her. Thank you so much for playing my game. I guess it might be a little different depending on what ensemble she has. Because like I said, she kind of changes her voice depending on the dialect or the
Super Luigi Galaxy.
Princess Daisy Showtime. Princess Daisy Showtime. Bet. A special dress is now on sale. Talk to the shopkeeper to learn more. You can decorate the theater now. Talk with the new shopkeep to learn more. You can now take on the hide and seek challenge. You can now take on boss challenges. So those are some of the things you can do after you beat the game the first time around. Indeed. I'm not going to show you them all right now. Like I said, what I'm going to do is move us over to... Aw, yay. Let's, like I said, I'll move us over to my main profile real quick. So that way, before we go, I'll show you guys what I've gotten from post-game. Like I said, the only one I haven't gotten is whatever hide-and-seek feat challenge rewards you get. I probably got to look those up. Princess Peach Showtime. All hide-and-seek feat locations. I got this bookmarked. Sweet. That makes it a lot easier. Hold up. Okay. Is that all I get for the hide and seek theme dress? I mean, on concept, it's actually cute. It's one extra secret dress, but that's not exactly the nicest looking cosmetic for Peach. Okay, well, first of all, let me just, in general, show you guys what's up. So, can I take us down to the basement without spoiling what is up here on the lobby? So we'll go from bottom to top here. Because, in my file here, I have gotten all the dresses and, for both Peach and Stella possible. As you can see, this is one of the three dresses you can get for beating the game. The Radiant dress. You can also get the Grape dress, which is also really cool, even though, as with most of the other dresses but one, they don't change the color of her shoes. Don't ask me why they don't do that. Nice. I mean, it's not like red high heels is bad, but, like, damn, couldn't even give her something like green to match Grape's eyes, since there's no other green in her palette aside from her eyes, but anyways. And then you get the special dress, which is, like, super duper, which is really cool, even if it's not, like, the most, like, glamorous couture thing, but I think it's cool. Personally, though, as somebody with too much pink favoritism, Radiance got my vote, got my entire heart and soul. But I mean, like, that one's cool too, don't get me wrong. And then over here for Stella, you get the Radiant ribbon, which is really, really cool. As with Special ribbon, also really, really cool. I'm pretty sure the album is only all the ones you get. Oh wait, no. You do get some boss pictures. These are what you get for finishing the boss gauntlets, just by themselves, not necessarily with or without attention to the Sparkle Gem achievements you get through them. This is with the first boss, Disco Wing. Then you got... what is this one's name? Spot... what is this one's name? Ah, shoot, what is this one's name? No, Spot Lion is the fourth one. Alright, so this is Disco Bird, Disco Wing. I forget what this one's called. Grr. Remind me to double check on what this one's name is. Then we got Projector Cat. Then we got Spot Lion. We got Radiant Peach against Grape, and then Super Radiant Peach against Grape the Great, I'm pretty sure is what she's called. Oh, yeah, and then you get one more for the whole thing. Post-credits. And then it's right all over again. But yeah, so there's all that. Oh, and then you also get the Peach and Radiant Peach, or Super Radiant Peach ensembles. You got this one, which is already pretty cool in itself, don't get me wrong. And then you get this masterpiece. Just change up the neckline, lengthen the skirts, and like especially lengthen her sleeves and the crown, and it just makes all the difference. As if this one wasn't already pretty cool by itself. Whoo! But yeah, there's that. Then you also get those last few movies. And then the extra bits of music. And then, yes, so, as you can see, I have gotten everything done down here in the basement, including the hide and seek stuff, which gets you these different ribbons. You can also play, like I said, you can also play the final boss and the other 4 bosses before the final one, for not only those album pictures, but also to get some Sparkle Gems, which lead to achievements. And the kicker is, whatever remaining Sparkle Gems you have after using them all for the boss stores in the actual game, you can put towards decorations to the main theater, including these ones. And admittedly, you do have to get all available sparkles in the game, which I have done, don't get me wrong, to decorate every floor with every piece of decor. You have to get all the Sparkle Gems in the game, and I did that. Really, the only post-game thing I have not done yet is hide and seek, and apparently that just gets you one last dress cosmetic that, in my opinion, just looking at this secret dress is, I mean, it's cute, but definitely not, it's no Sparkle dress or Radiant dress, I will admit. But, like I said, I have gotten all the Sparkle Gems in this game, just gotta get the hide and seek feats at some point. And with the sparkle gems, you can decorate the theater. So like this sparkle statue wasn't here before, but thanks to my efforts, that's here. You got all these you got like these little banners and all that. They decorate the walls in like these whole Christmas wrappings or gift wrappings and bows and all. It's really cute. And then here's Disco Bird. Disco Wing, Disco Bird. Disco Wing. Disco Wing. Okay, my apologies. Okay, I was forgetting what it was specifically called. But then we get to the second floor and we also get its decorations. And yeah, what is this one called? Because the lion is called Spot Lion, but I don't know. Light Fang. Light Fang. I'm pretty sure there is some theater terminology or something akin to that this is based on that I cannot think of off the top of my head, damn it, but oh well. But then here you also get some like little pillar wrappings. You get full bouquets full of roses. You get like these little sparkle gem things to decorate the balcony or railings and whatnot. You get like roses on tables if it's not like a place to put down a whole ass vase. It's really cool. It's really cool. Oh yeah, and then you get this fancy bell in the middle. Like that's all the decorations you can get. And like I said, to get every piece of decor for every floor, you need to get all the sparkle gems in the game. And that's what I did. Like I said, hide and seek feats, that's the only thing I gotta get. And then I'll get the secret dress, which again, I mean, it's a cute little cosmetic, but if I wanted to get one last big grand reward, definitely probably should have done the hide and seek feats a little sooner than I did, but it's okay. It's a cute little secret dress, just, it's definitely no what I got going right now or any of the other dresses in the game, even the default ones, but it's a cute one for a secret final dress. But then you get these little banners around here. You get basically every floor. For every floor, their pillar wrappings are the gift bow tie ones there. You get the chandelier or candelabra. Chandelier, I'm pretty sure if it's on the wall, and then candelabra is like Lumiere and Beauty and the Beast, where it's like it's not on the ceiling. And then you got Projector Cat. And then we go up to the 4th floor, and that's where Spot Lion is. Yes, so then you get, again, decorating the pillars that same way. You get some extra little lamps, since I guess this is kind of the nighttime-esque floor, I guess. You get some really nice little, like, star danglings, star vines from the ceiling. I'm not sure what they're called. Star danglers? Star beads? I'm not sure what you call those. But yeah, then you got the Spot Lion boss fight. I also got all 3 sparkle gems from that one. I think the only boss that gem-wise gave you some trouble was Projector Cat. And that was only because there's one gem where what you have to do to get it is not be hit by Projector Cat's tail or paws. But it's not just like, don't get any damage by being hit and getting damage from Projector Cat's paw and tails. No. It's like, you can't even nudge the cat's paws or tail, as if you even nudge it, even if you haven't taken damage, it still counts against you. And that was so... that was the one thing that was really hard to get past, but I eventually beat the boss enough times, and one time, the last time, I finally didn't even nudge the paws or tail, and I finally got that last sparkle gem. And then that leads to like this disco ball star thing, usual gift wrappings around the ceiling, these little sparkle gem podiums. And I mean, to be fair, the fireworks are always going to be outside this floor on the balcony, regardless of where you are, even if you haven't beaten the game yet. But still, yeah. So, like I said, I've gotten everything from the shop on the lobby, so basically the 2 shopkeepers there, now that there's 2 instead of 1, would basically be like, oh, thanks for getting everything, you're awesome, enjoy your things thoroughly, woo, thanks for paying for more of our infrastructure for our theater, woo-wee. And then, oh yeah, no, we've seen Ribbon in every play possible. Ribbozo, thank Christ I beat this level at least once, and I hope I don't ever have to do it too often again without training myself. Christ. But yeah, no, so that is everything in Princess Peach Showtime you can get. Like I said, the only reward I have not even gotten for myself is this secret dress from the hide and seek feats you can find. There's one in every level where you rescue a Sparkler down in the basement, and then for every other standard level, there's 3 each. So yeah, and I don't even think I've gotten all of them. I know I've gotten all of the feats in the basement levels and the first level, but oh yeah, only basement and first level. I still got everything. I still got to get them all in the second, third, fourth, and fifth floor levels. You can look up the secret dress for Princess Peach Showtime for yourselves. Like I said, I mean, it's a cute little cosmetic, but if you really want a big banger for a reward for post-game content, I admit the secret dress is definitely not going to be that, so I would honestly save, I would honestly get the secret dress first if you want a really good post-game reward to end on, and then do the decorations for last. I would say those decorations are admittedly going to be a lot more exciting for you guys than the secret dresses, but don't get me wrong, it's cute, but it's definitely not a very flattering Peach dress cosmetic or reskin, but I digress. So that was everything for Princess Peach Showtime. And with that, that is yet another game in the books. And since we had finished a lot of JRPGs or RPGs recently, I'm really glad we went for a super short but super sweet game as kind of a palate cleanser. And not in a bad sense. Like, Persona 3 Reload was great. Like, no shit, don't get me wrong. It's just like, it was definitely very long, so like, as a shorter game, Peach in that regard was kind of a palate cleanser. But yeah, so I digress. That is all for this game. Thank you all for joining me. As I said, until I am done grinding Demi-Fiend and my team of demons to fight Matador, basically getting some buffs, debuff skills, getting those under my belt for the boss, Shin Megami Tensei 3 will be on a very small hold. Admittedly, that small hold is held on for like the last week going into this week, but still, it'll be on like a small hold, and when we bring it back, we'll beat Matador. Bada bing, bada boom. We're moving on with SMT3 until the next time I need to put it on hold to grind for new bosses and bring it back on for the next boss that I had to grind for, and bam, that's done, and so on and so forth until we beat that. So, yeah. So, if I haven't told you guys already, even though Peach Showtime was great, it has already come and gone, meaning that we are about to get back into another RPG grind. But that's okay, because like I said, now that Peach Showtime is done, in its place... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do this for my backlog. Now that Peach Showtime is done, in its place, maybe not this week. Like I said, there's only one other stream I'll be able to do this week, and then I got another job shift going on this Saturday, so I really couldn't do Saturday. So I couldn't do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, just Tuesday, Thursday, but I also couldn't do Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, so curses. But yeah, so I digress. But yes, so whenever we pick up our next game that is kind of like a main staple or like on the hot seat or main priority for the channel, now that Princess Peach Showtime is done, next up in its place with SMT3 when that comes back as well will be Yakuza Kiwami. There's Yakuza Kiwami 1, Yakuza Kiwami 2. This is Yakuza Kiwami for Yakuza 1 or Yakuza 1 Kiwami, if that makes sense. Yeah, you'll have to show me because again, I'm happy to get into the Trails or Tales of games. I just yet to take the plunge, and it's not gonna lie, definitely gonna have to figure out where I personally want to start. I could easily start with whatever game is upcoming first. It's just I feel like if anything, I'm gonna miss out on a lot unless I go back. But we'll have to see, because not only that, but my budget is gonna be tight for a long while. So like, I can only buy so many games for myself at a time. Yeah. But yeah, no, like I said, next time we go for another game that is top priority to beat all on the channel, that'll be Yakuza Kiwami. And yes, Yakuza 1 Kiwami, since the second game also got a Kiwami remake treatment. But yeah, so, like I said, because I beat 7 as my first Yakuza game, or Like a Dragon game, since now they're kind of both the main title of the series. Then we went back to beat Yakuza 0. So we'll keep moving with the actual Yakuza series. So that way we can go 1 to 7, and then eventually Infinite Wealth, and whatever the hell RGG Studios has done after that.
Oh, Keshi!
I think Keshi actually wants out, so hey, perfect that we stop here. Daybreak is most recent, with Daybreak 2 coming here early next year. Noted. I got that. I'll have that jotted down for myself then. But yeah, so like I said, I'm not sure if we are going to start Yakuza Kiwami, or I guess I'll call it Yakuza 1K. Yeah, Yakuza K. Let's call it Yakuza K, or YK, or Yakuza 1K, or Yakuza, or Y1K. I don't know. You get what I mean? I don't think we might or might not start Y1K this Thursday, day after tomorrow. We might not, though. We'll just have to see what's going on, how I'm feeling, what people might want to see on a Thursday. I'm not sure. But yes, when we do get to another game that is like top priority, beating it all on stream, that isn't just SMT3 once we pull that back in, Yakuza Kiwami's up. So yeah, we're getting back into the swing of things. So that'll be for another time. Whether this Thursday or another stream, I'm not sure. Probably not this Thursday, but not gonna pull that. I'm not gonna hold that on. I'm not gonna hold off on YK too soon. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. You guys can check me out on my other socials or my Discord server to see what else I'm yapping about. See any other projects I might be getting into, hopefully soon. And yeah. Thank you all again for joining me for Princess Peach Showtime. And yeah, whether or not you check me out and say hello to me on my other socials, on my Discord server I co-host with my buddy Pig Dude, you guys will catch me next time this Thursday, where we'll play. Again, admittedly, I'm not sure what we're gonna do this Thursday, but we'll do something, so stay tuned. Thank you all again for joining me for Princess Peach Showtime, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.